Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
The Brooklyn Opera House in Brooklyn, Iowa presents Iowa country artist Jake Simon along with Blake Jack and South 35 in concert on Saturday, September 21st at 8 p.m. Tickets are just $25 and available through eventbrite.com or use the QR code on your screen. That's Jake Simon and Blake Jack and South 35 Saturday, September 21st, 8 p.m. at the Brooklyn Opera House. Don't miss Retro Antique Tour Fall Edition is coming up Friday, September 20th and Saturday, September 21st. Embark on a shop hop adventure designed for people to discover hidden gems in shops and communities in a well-organized and distinctive antique shopping experience. With participating businesses in Oskaloosa, Pella, New Sharon, Beacon, and Ottumwa. For more information, visit brushedbyjude.com and click on the link for the Retro Antique Tour. Or reach out via email at brushedbyjude@gmail.com or call 641-660-2536. Watch Pekin Panther football live right here this fall on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube with live announcers and an updated scoreboard, plus an area scoreboard to keep you updated on other schools of interest. It's Pekin Panther football live right here on Steve Shuttler Media starting Friday, August 30th. And hey, welcome in. How about that for an intro? Well, welcome into the Iowa Music Showcase. We are live at Barn Wired, and yeah, I'm a one-man show today, so we're doing this here at Barn Wired as always on a Friday, and we've got a beautiful day outside. We've got the Cedar County Cobras hanging out with us today. Before we get to them, Amanda from Barn Wired, sneak on in here. I'm going to adjust this microphone for just a second here. And Amanda, tell us some of the deals, some of the things going on here at Barn Wired.
Try not to knock anything over. Okay. So our lunch special today is ham balls with oven roasted potatoes and green beans. That's one of our favorites, crowd favorites. Everybody loves them. Next week, we have lots or specials every day. I know there's white chicken enchiladas on Thursday, spaghetti's Friday next week. Our sandwich of the week is the marinated chicken breast, which is one of my absolute favorites. And the soup is broccoli cheese. And then coming up the 27th and 28th, there's Road Trip. So it'll be busy here on Friday the 27th, but it'll be a good time. Lots of people. Fun things to do there.
Is that kind of a love-hate relationship?
Yeah, kind of.
I love being busy, but boy, it gets crazy.
And 2 days of it back-to-back is a little stressful, but it's fine. So it's Football Friday. We all know that. We are doing our Cobra drinks, of course, on Friday. I think we had 33 boys in for breakfast this morning, so we keep gaining a little every week, which is awesome. They play Mid-Prairie tonight at Mid-Prairie in Wellman. Next week will be homecoming, so we'll have to be sure to pack the stands for homecoming. And we play Cardinal, so we're hoping it'll be a pretty good game. Yeah. But
if the Pekin game is any indication.
Right, exactly. That's, and it's our homecoming game. So otherwise, I really think that's all I got.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Put your hands together, make Amanda feel welcome here at her own shop. It's Amanda Snakenberg here at Barn, Wired, and Sigourney. We are doing the Iowa Music Showcase, and I've been looking forward to this. So we've got the Cedar County Cobras, and guys, why don't you, are you going to share the microphone for the interview part? Why don't you tell us your names and where you're from?
All right, I'm April Dirks. I'm from Iowa City, and I'm actually a professor. I'm a college professor.
Oh, really?
So I'm playing hooky today. My provost does not know this. No.
We'll block him from this video.
Yeah, block the provost from the video. Dr. Tom Castle, if you know. So I am a therapist and a professor of social work. So I have summers off, which means we can play about 70 shows a year.
Wow.
And that's my thing. I book the shows and drive the van. I usually play upright bass, but today we are in this corner. So I'm playing my other instrument. And here's Tom.
It's like a small upright bass. Go ahead.
What was the question?
Just your name, and I guess we know that you're from Iowa City.
Well, I grew up in Riverside. But
Okay.
I live in Iowa City now.
All right. And what's your first name?
Tom.
So we got
Bauer.
All right. And are you guys married or just
no.
okay?
We're divorced, but not from each other.
All right. All right. So all right, we know that. All right. So now we've got that figured out. We'll stay away from that topic.
We don't live together. We've been together 10 years. We don't live together. So
All right.
my girlfriends say, "Boy, you guys still seem." I'm like, "Well, we don't. We only have to get along for 3 hours at a time."
Yeah.
On these weekend shows, it's good.
And then you go your separate ways.
Oh yeah, it's actually working out really well. Yeah.
Well,
ask us at the end of the weekend because we have 2 3-hour shows this weekend all over Missouri and Iowa. So you ask us on Sunday. No,
All right.
we're fine.
So how long have you guys been doing this as the Cedar County Cobras?
Is it 9 years? Does that sound right? Almost 10 years.
Okay.
And we met playing in a folk band. I was playing violin or fiddle.
All right.
I think the difference between a violin and a fiddle is that nobody spills beer on their violin.
Yeah.
I think that's what I heard. Yeah, and April and I just kind of started a side project, and the band we were in didn't really last much longer.
Okay. And you guys did last longer.
Yeah, we were having more fun doing this anyhow.
Yeah, very cool. So yeah, I was going to say, how long have you guys been, maybe even before this, obviously, how long have you been playing professionally, playing out and making money off of it?
Well, I never made much money until...
Yeah. Including today.
Well,
I'm getting paid in coffee.
they say this is a good exposure, but you can die from exposure.
Yeah.
No, I've been playing my whole life.
Okay.
I grew up playing with my 2 younger brothers. We had a band called Porch Builder, and we never made any money doing that. We just played for our own entertainment, and
But that's how you got good, too.
well, maybe. Good is subjective. And April has always been a musician her whole life too.
Okay.
It wasn't playing out publicly much. She played in folk bands and was a bluegrass musician.
Okay.
And hand drums, and then took up the bass when we started this, or a little after we started this project.
All right. Okay. So how many instruments do you guys each play? Like, what do you play, Tom?
I play guitar, foot drums, sing, and several different guitars. Acoustic.
All right. Yeah, I was going to say, you have another guitar that's kind of hiding down here, but you're going to play that a little bit later on.
Yeah, if April brings that giant bass, I get to bring out 4 or 5
There you
guitars. That's how we,
How about you, April? What do you play?
In the Cobras, I play the upright bass and then this mandolin. And when you see our shows with the upright bass, it's kind of like a slap bass, a style of rockabilly, or like a slap bluegrass style. And then Tom's on the double foot drum, and then he'll play the slide guitar, kind of a Delta blues guitar.
Yeah.
That's our other sound. But we also do this. So we open up for people like we had the chance to play with Marty Stewart.
Nice.
And with Ricky Skaggs and people like that over time because of the mandolin and this setup. So,
Sure.
And some of the more bluegrass country stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. I was also going to ask, before I forget, the Cedar County Cobras. How did you come up with Cobra? I'm assuming we can figure out the Cedar County part. What about Cobras? Where did that come from?
Tom lived on gravel on Cedar County when I met him, and he's legally blind.
Okay.
So and the vision was, I guess shouldn't say improving, it was going the other way.
Okay.
And so, he'd be able to drive to the grocery store on gravel, but it was getting in the winter, it was really isolated. So that was Cedar County. That's where he lived. So the band was a joke. The whole thing was a joke. We were going to do one show and open up for a band called Split Lip Rayfield. They're very famous, and they're out of Lawrence, Kansas. And we did that. And then people liked it so much, we kept doing it. So it was just a whole spoof on playing blues or rock music with bluegrass instruments.
Okay.
The whole thing's just really not true.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way it is with a lot of rock band names. I mean, like Foo Fighters and stuff. It's like, I don't know if you're even familiar with the Foo Fighters, but it's just weird names that they don't expect the bands to last, and then they do.
Well, and Tom now lives in Johnson County, so we've had we've had people say, well, why aren't you the Johnson County Jaguars? And we already have the drumhead printed, we already have logos and marketing, but
Isn't there already a T-ball team named the Johnson County Jaguars?
Awesome. Right. So the Cedar County Cobras hanging out here at the Iowa Music Showcase. And do you guys have you always been a duo? Have you ever expanded and been like a full band?
We were a trio for much of our time with a couple different guitar players.
Okay.
And it's really hard to travel with us, I think, because they just keep quitting. They're dropping like flies. No, I'm joking. The original trio on the first album was his brother George, who is also legally blind. So that was some fun trips. We've got some good stories about that. And that's why I wear this black hat, is because they could see me in a venue one time. It was really dark, and they could find me, and they're like, wear a hat again. Wear that hat. So that's... and then we've had a couple of different guitar players, but we figured out with the foot drum, all of it, we just travel really well together.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Shall we do a song?
Yes.
Let's go ahead. You are ready to play a song. Are you more comfortable doing the music than talking? All right. Well, I'm going to scoot the microphone back over to you, Tom. I'm going to go, since I'm here kind of all alone today, I'm going to go back to the controls, make sure everything's working fine. You guys do your thing, but put your hands together for the Cedar County Cobras.
So this song is called Long Time Gone, and this is a song Tom wrote. He gives me a chance to tell him off to take a hike, and, the fourth verse, I think.
Usually the fourth verse, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so this one's Long Time Gone.
Well, the way you treat me, babe, is a low down crying shame. I'm leaving here, girl, I'm gonna try to forget your name, and I'll be a long time gone.
You'll be a long time gone.
Gonna be a long time gone.
You'll be a long time gone.
You won't see me anymore when I go walking out your door. Gonna be a long time gone. When the rooster crows in the morning, bring the break of day. You'll be lying there fast asleep, mama, I'll be on my way. I'll be a long time gone.
You'll be a long time gone.
You'll be a long time gone.
You'll be a long time gone.
You won't see me anymore when I go walking out your door. Be a long time gone. That's the man down at the station. Baby, try to find that road I'm on. I paid him extra to things he tells you they're gonna be wrong. I'll be a long time gone.
You'll be a long time gone.
Gonna be a long time gone.
You'll be a long time gone.
Oh, you won't see me anymore when I go walking out your door. Gonna be a long time gone.
All right, here it is. No, I won't follow you to the station. Won't chase that train you're on. Not begging you to stay, you just keep traveling on. You'll be a long time gone.
Gonna be a long time gone.
You'll be a long time gone.
Be a long time gone.
So don't come knocking on my door, 'cause I don't need you anymore. You'll be a long time gone. that's blues music on bluegrass instruments.
Awesome. That was fantastic. Great job, guys. Cedar County Cobras here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Now, there's a nice crowd here at Barnwire today. How many people came here specifically to see the Cedar County Cobras? Anybody? Hey, there we go. So you guys got some...
We have some fans in the area because we played the Highfalutin Watch Your Opera House last summer. And that was a great show, actually.
Watch Your Opera House always brings in some fantastic talent about once a month or so. So, always put the Watch Your Opera House on your calendar. We're going to be... They got some great talent coming up at the end of this month with Birdie Young, if I remember right. So, Watch Your Opera House getting some free publicity here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Speaking of gigs and places to play, now you guys are kind of in transit right now. This is your in-between thing that you're doing today as you're on your way to Missouri, right?
We are on our way to Missouri.
And what's going on in Missouri? The
Should I tell you?
The state of Missouri.
It's legal there.
Well, we are the headliner for the state of Missouri's largest cannabis festival.
Okay.
I'm not joking. I am not making this up.
Dude.
And usually we get stuff like, we had a really big summer. We played Codfish Hollow this summer, which was amazing. We played the Des Moines Arts Fair. Now, we just got booked in Canada for their Canada Blues Fest.
Nice.
So stuff is great. But when Columbia, Missouri, of course, it's the college town, they called and said, would you like to be the headliner for and I thought, how'd you hear of us?
Yeah.
And what made you think? I mean, we don't have pot leaves all over our merch. There's no merchandise that's, our album cover isn't like shaped like a pot leaf. There's nothing. And they said, well, we just really like your music. So that's where we're headed today.
Well, it should be a happy audience.
It will be. And I was thinking, what in the world is this? And I thought, well, tickets are $50 a ticket. So in case all of you are thinking, I'm going today, we do have 2 extra tickets, 2 guest tickets if anyone wants to go. Hey. But there's no room in the van. You've got to drive separate. But I'm serious. If you want to go, I've got 2 weekend passes. But it's all these vendors of these, even from California, fly in that grow it, and so it'll be interesting. I think it comes with samples at that price, don't you think?
No comment.
I have no idea. All I know is it's a giant thing, and we're like, what are we doing? And they're paying us well and gave us a hotel, so we're like, okay.
I mean, as long as you're getting paid, that's all.
And then
that
tomorrow we play back in Johnson County, so the van is packed with a PA and with gear. It's a minivan. And it's packed with an upright bass, full PA system, 4 guitars. The whole thing is sagging on the ground. And it's to play back in Iowa tomorrow night.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and where at? And is that gig?
That's in Riverside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So again, Cedar County Cobras. By the way, back to your group name, the Cobras. I don't know if you're familiar, but the Sigourney Kyoto's football team is named the Cobras.
Because the lady at the coffee stand asked about, does she want a Cobra? And I thought, are they naming my coffee drink? That's,
They do that every week. They just change it depending on who's here.
Yeah.
Cedar County Cobras hanging out here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Now, you were talking about your album. You gave me one of these. This is called Homesick Blues. Is this new or newer?
It's newer. That was released in October of 23, and it's still on the blues charts internationally. So we've been at number 49 on some of the blues charts, top 50. I will take it, because being on the blues charts for 12 months is a pretty big deal. We're really popular in England, Australia, and Croatia. I don't ask.
I don't. Croatian fan base.
No, but there's a really strong in England. Someone asked where I got this hat, and I said in England. England, there's a really strong following for American roots blues music, acoustic blues. Yeah.
All right. Well, very interesting.
But also here in the United States. I mean, but that album, Tom won the Iowa Blues Challenge, the 2022 Iowa Blues Challenge, and they sent him to Memphis.
All right.
In 2023, so just recently, and part of winning that was winning some recording sessions.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how we made that album.
Which is not cheap. Yeah.
No, it is not.
Yeah, recording.
So we went to Des Moines and made an album.
Yeah. So hopefully you can see that on the video there.
And our Tom's sister drew the art. And if you get a chance, I don't have any of the vinyl records with me, but they're in the van. It's hand drawn with colored pencil. It's beautiful detail in that.
Yeah. So. No, that's very cool. Again, it's called Homesick Blues. Is this your only album, or do you have other albums previously?
We have one, though, that's from 2015 that we're not printing anymore.
Okay.
So,
all right. Yeah. Is your stuff available online?
It's available online.
Okay.
Spotify. we get a penny for every 20,000 plays.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm joking. Please listen
It's less than that.
No. Please listen to us on Spotify. We're up to a couple hundred listeners a day right now, so listen to us on Spotify.
Yeah.
The other thing you can do if you like the music is like us on Facebook. That really helps us.
Yes.
If we're playing in Minneapolis, they want to know how many people in Iowa have hit like on Facebook.
Okay.
Don't ask,
Yeah.
but it is a thing.
Yeah.
But also then you'll know when we're in the area. So some folks knew we were in the area because it gets marketed on Facebook.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So yeah, and of course, you are tagged in this video already. So if people are watching,
Oh no!
on
Now I
Facebook,
have to behave, Tom.
So if people like what you're
no.
what you're watching, like the Cedar County Cobras page,
Like us on Facebook.
yes, and
Hit follow.
follow along, buy their stuff. We
Now
always
my
encourage-
provost is going to know
Yeah.
I'm playing a cannabis
I just-
festival. Darn it!
I only tagged
no.
the band page, so so follow them on Facebook. And as we always say, with artists that have stuff online, download, buy, and streaming, as you mentioned, it's minute compared to when people actually purchase the music.
But it makes a
online.
difference.
Yeah,
It does.
stream, download, and support your
one
Iowa
one of
country
our
musicians.
videos from last fall, it got 96,000 views on YouTube. It was
Wow.
a live video from our CD release party, one of Tom's songs, Give Me Lightning, but you would get commercials with it. So if you
Yeah.
turn on the video, you get a commercial for roofing tiles or whatever. Or if you thought about curtains that day, there's
Yes.
curtains on the and so someone said, well, you must be making money, and I said no.
Yeah.
And apparently YouTube can make money up until you get to so many
Yes.
views.
Yeah.
So
It's YouTube that's
'cause
making the money.
I said if we can get enough people to view it, I will take the commercials off.
Yeah.
That's going to be my reward.
There you
But
go.
anyway, all right.
Awesome.
We'll
Well, let's
stop
go
talking.
ahead and do our next song. What are you going to do for us?
Well, do you want to hear about divorce? Does that sound depressing
I mean,
enough? Or you're
sure.
like these people. Okay, no, this is the song that we opened up for. This is a song Tom wrote. It's about divorce. It's called Country Records, and the theme here is, I know we have to tune a lot. Apologies. The theme is if you go through a divorce, the only thing is time, really. But when we played with Ricky Skaggs, his agent liked this song a lot, and they haven't paid us for it. So if you hear it on the radio, besides our version, raise your eyebrow. But this one's called Country Records.
Yeah, they say Ricky Skaggs liked our song or whatever. He never told me that. When I walked in, he called security on me. And,
He did. He said security, and I thought he was joking, and he wasn't. Yeah. In the back of the theater, Tom's the long hair, and he was like, "Oh, they're here to steal our
not
guitars."
this again,
And I said, "No, we are here to open the show."
He looks
okay.
so nice in that video when he's a young kid with his little skinny tie, and Lester Flatt has him out on stage and gets him to pick mandolin with him, but he wasn't very friendly to me that night.
Fantastic mullet.
This is.
He did.
He did. His hair was big on top and short. That was all right. We better stop. We're gonna get sued if we keep. We're on live television here, all the way from Sigourney, Iowa.
Pretty sure he knows he has a mullet.
All right. All right. So this one's called Country Records.
Well, it's all over now, except for the crying. She said there wasn't no use in me and even trying. She said, I hope that you understand.
Said she found herself another man,
And it's all over now, except for the crying. When we first got together, I thought that it would last forever. I started settling down, I started changing my life. I asked that girl to marry me and made her my wife. But it's time to go on, that we grew apart. I never thought that little girl would ever break my heart. And it's all over now, except for the crying. I listen to my old country records and I feel like dying. She said, I hope that you understand. Said she found herself a better man. And it's all over now, except for the crying. Well, it's all over now, except for the crying. She says it wasn't no use of me and even trying.
Said, I hope that you understand. Said she found herself another man. And it's all over now, except for the crying. And it's all over now, except for the crying. And it's all over now, except for the crying. So I've got a good story with that song. So anyone know Bunker Mill Bridge down there in Kelowna? You've heard of these shows. Well, you know where Kelowna is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You know who Bob Black is? Famous banjo player. He lives in Kelowna. He actually played on the album with Bill Monroe.
Okay.
But anyway, there's a venue in Kelowna called Bunker Mill Bridge, and you'll see it on our website a lot. In the summer we played. It's amazing. It's a historic bridge over the English River, and bands play out there. Well, Tom and I were new musicians. I was new to him anyway, and he had just written that song. And he has lyrics in it where he gets tricky. He says she found herself another man, and then he said she found herself a better man. So do you want to tell him what you did?
Tell him what you did.
Tell him what you did.
Yeah, I got tricky and wanted to be clever and change up the words. And April and I couldn't get it together, and I'd sing another, she'd sing better, I'd sing another, and it just wasn't working. And apparently I glared at her. I was like, sing better. And I should have said sing another because she looked at me with this wounded look on her face, and I'm still apologizing for it. I had to ride home on top of the van, and she's like, our song about divorce, and we ain't even been married yet, and we're getting a divorce. And
we're not even dating yet. This guy's singing. Well, truth is, it was 110 degrees that day. Felt like it. It was an Iowa 98 or something,
right.
And it was sweating.
Yeah.
And he's got this red face and blue eyes, and he says, "Sing better." And he said it like real quick and then I looked confused, I think, and he says, "Sing better" again, and I was like, man, you're a jerk. And the women I know, the Awful Purdies, they're all I went to college with some of them. Marcy's my best friend. They're my girls. And I thought, they've got it right. They play with only women. Playing with men is terrible. I am not doing this anymore. This is awful. And what he meant was the lyrics. And yeah, it's been a funny story. So now when we play on Bunker Mill Bridge, we have some of the audience members will yell, "Sing better."
Nice.
So.
Well, you guys are singing just great today here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Now, I didn't tell you because I didn't want to make you nervous. We do part of the show is 5 random questions. So we'll give you one. We'll flip flop. We'll go back and forth.
Did we get to ask you 5?
No. That is not. This is not your show. This is my show. Come on, Tom.
I've been told that.
Question number 1. I'm going to let whoever starts can have the first question. And it's actually, I do a question of the day each day on my Steve Shetler Media Facebook page.
Is it like the handballs of the day? Like, they have their menu?
It could be.
Yeah, okay.
That's another random question. He's going to go.
First question, whoever wants to take it, who is your favorite comedian or comedic actor of all time? Who do you think's the funniest person? If you had to pick. Top of your mind. What's popping up to you? Yes. See, this morning I was thinking
funny
about
haha or funny weird?
whatever you want it to be. See, I went with Will Ferrell this morning. That was the first guy that popped into my brain. I'm a fan of Elf. Who are you going with?
There was this guy with orange skin and yellow hair talking about cats being eaten, but he's not funny.
Tom, we're going to get fired.
Carrot
Listen,
Top?
We're not being paid.
Not
We're
him.
gonna get fired. Okay.
I know he's dated, but I really liked Lenny Bruce and George Carlin. I like Red Fox and all those old
So, yeah, some older comedians. George.
stuff nobody remembers unless you see it on Nick at Night or TV Land.
Exactly. All right.
And
So
of course,
we'll go
George
with that.
Carlin.
We'll go with George Carlin. We'll just say George. Question 2. Let's go back over to April. What is the must-hear song that people have to play at their wedding receptions? If you're at a wedding reception, what is the must-hear
That's
song?
really hard. Well, Tom does have a song called "I'm Going to Hell." And it's a waltz.
Let's hope not, Tom.
Well, it's a waltz, and we were playing a wedding, and the bride and the groom asked for a waltz, and we said, we only know one waltz, and I'm going, no, okay, just go ahead and play it. And they're dancing, and she was laughing so hard, she had the makeup running down her face. That's my answer.
All right.
Don't get married. Don't do it again. No.
Instead of the chicken dance, it's I'm going to hell. Or
There you go. Yeah.
Question 3.
Do not hire the Cedar County Cobras for your wedding. Just don't. It's just not really our thing. Okay.
Question 3, back to Tom. What was your favorite toy when you were a kid?
Well, there are a lot of kids in my family. I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters, so it was a broken Lego guy with only one arm, and I had to draw the face back. No, it wasn't that bad.
You got all the hand-me-down toys?
Yes. No, we had a lot of homemade toys. My dad was actually a very crafty woodworker, and I had a little wooden Volkswagen Beetle that my dad and my grandpa put together for me.
All right. So we're going with that as your answer. Question 4, back to April. What is the absolute best breakfast cereal? Do you eat cereal in the mornings? Are you a cereal eater?
Yes, I love cereal.
What's your favorite?
Admit it. Like, I don't have to be healthy on this show. No. Frosted Flakes.
Hey.
I mean, I get the organic ones with they're still Frosted Flakes, but still, that's a thing. It's a thing.
You know, Tony the Tiger was the same guy that sang "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." That same voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was that guy's name?
I don't.
We learn something every day.
I'm drawing a blank on his name
got
too.
half of it. I don't get the bonus round.
And question 5, Tom, you get this one. What is the best kind of pie? What's your favorite
kind of
pie?
Yeah, I like that.
Jim back here can probably make a pretty good pie.
I like pecan pie with coffee, but
okay.
But I also like fruit. I'm not picky.
Pecan.
Yeah, like he said, one that somebody else makes.
One that somebody else makes. All right. Those are your 5 random questions here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Again,
well, that was embarrassing.
I mean, if you guys want to get some revenge.
No, you have to think longer. We're like, this is a speed round.
Yeah, there you go.
So we are kind of out of time, aren't we? Ish.
I mean, we're getting there.
So do you want us to play one more song?
Oh,
okay.
Trying to take over my show?
I am.
He's trying to ask me questions. You're trying to end the show.
I'm a professor, so at work my name is Dr. Dirks. What we're going to do today, kids, is da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, fine. So, but once again, Cedar County Cobras on Facebook. Are you anywhere else on social media?
Yes.
All right, where else?
We've got a website, cedarcountycobras.com. I have been told by fans that they have thanked me that I keep the calendar updated, because apparently that's rare with band websites. So you go on there and it doesn't say when people are playing.
Okay.
April, because they know I wasn't going to.
Yeah. You got to talk in the mic. It's your vision impairment, Tom. Yeah. He does not do any of the marketing. Nope. Right.
So Facebook and your website.
And website and Instagram.
Okay.
And we're supposed to do all the rest, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
The Twitter, X, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets to be a bit much.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if you just Google Cedar County Cobras, you can find them.
There's a lot.
And their music online. So support them and see where they're playing. Maybe they'll be playing. Are you gonna?
I'm trying to think.
Do you ever get to Southeast Iowa for anything?
Yes. In just next month on Saturday, October 5th, I believe it is, we are playing in Fairfield for their Fall Blues Festival.
Okay.
So it's a Fall Blues Festival, and we're playing with the Ghost. They're out of Memphis. I forget the name of them. They're famous.
All right. Some famous people.
Same famous people out of Memphis. No, but it's the Fairfield Blues Festival, Southeast Iowa Blues Festival. Right. That's in October 5th. And then in Iowa City, we're playing the James Theater with the Awful Purdies, actually. Okay. That's in December. So we're,
Well, put in a good word for if you've enjoyed yourself, which I don't know if they have or not. They're trying to boss me
Well, you've
around.
accommodated, because we made it work, so we were coming through, and we've had a great time.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think it might have been a guy, Luke Thomas, that flip-flopped with you.
Thank you, Luke.
So if Luke is watching today, he moved his schedule around. And, I'm glad we could make this happen. This has been a lot of fun. You guys are extremely talented. Let's go ahead and do one more song before we wrap this up, and I'll let you guys take it away.
Thank you.
Do you want to play your national, or do you want to play this one? Oh, don't do I don't know it well enough. Do Ramblin' Man. Okay. They would love that. All right, we got one more for you. They just heard all my stuff in the microphone. Do. All right. So, see, when I've got control of the board, I will do things like if I'm talking to Tom, I mute but I just realized I didn't mute that. Oh, don't do that one. He was going to play I'm Going to Hell. I think we should. I fibbed and said I don't know it anymore.
No, you really are if you play that right now.
Just don't do that.
Songs take maintenance, and we haven't played that one in a long time.
Well, after the wedding, I just thought maybe we shouldn't play that one anymore. But
I think it was the gig at the church that did it.
Oh, boy. Okay. You'd be surprised we keep getting shows because we just tend to offend people everywhere we go. No, we think we're funny, but other people don't necessarily think we're funny, so we've got to just work with this. So we will make everyone happy by doing a Hank Williams song. How's that sound? You guys will like this one.
Yes, all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Not that Hank Williams. Settle down and be doing just fine until I hear an old freight rolling down around that line. Then I hurry straight home and pack. If I didn't go, I believe I'd blow my stack. That's when that open road starts to call on me. There's something over the hills that I got to see. Now some folks might say that I'm no good, but I wouldn't settle down here if I could. But I love you, baby, and you gotta understand, when the Lord made me, He made a rambling man. Towns passing by and to ride these rails beneath God's blue sky. So let me travel this land from the mountain to the sea, 'cause that's the life I believe that He meant for me. And when I'm gone, grave you stand, saying God is called home. You're an ambling man.
The Cedar County Cobras here at the Iowa Music Showcase. We are live every Friday here at Barnwired in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa. Coming up next Friday, we have Daniel David making his return to the showcase. He's from Oskaloosa, and he'll be hanging out, playing some tunes, and we'll get caught up with Daniel David. So stop in, be part of the live audience, or just watch right here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. Cedar County Cobras, you guys have been fantastic. Been great getting to know you, and best of luck with everything coming up with your road trip today, and maybe we'll see you back here on the showcase.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, that's the Cedar County Cobras. If you don't mind playing a little something while I go back here, we'll end the show. But again, the Cobras here at the Iowa Music Showcase. We're live at Barnwired.